Hello everyone, my name is Benjamin Aduroja. I would like to specially welcome you to the Benjamin Aduroja Show. In this show, we take a critical look at the various challenges you and I are facing as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, and we profile solutions to them. Today, our topic is COVID-19 pandemic and its effects on our finances. I have a guest with me here in the studio, and together we will do justice to this topic. My guest is none other than Mr. Adedeji Ajadi, the Chief Executive and Registrar of the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers. He's an erudite scholar, an astute investor, and an excellent administrator. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's an absolute privilege to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you.
Now, it's no longer news that many households, many families and individuals have been battered by the COVID-19. In fact, COVID-19 pandemic has practically affected the entire fabric of human existence, and our finances are not, left out. So what are the effects of COVID-19 pandemic on our finances?
Thank you very much. Just like you said, and I will start from where you stopped. COVID-19 has had such a tremendous impact on our lives that a whole lot of things have changed. We practically have never seen anything like this, at least for my generation. I've never seen anything like this, and even our parents can't remember seeing anything like this. So it's a pandemic of global scale that has affected everything. It has affected the health and well-being of people. It has a psychological dimension. It has a social dimension, and ultimately, when you have all of those different dimensions, our economic life will also be impacted. So there's no doubt about the economic impact of COVID-19. And let me just highlight a few things that will have caused. One, for instance, because of the decision of government to curtail this using curfews and lockdowns, what it means is that we now have a whole lot of businesses that cannot run and operate as usual. Shopping malls, cannot be open. Schools are closed. Airports globally have not been working out for almost 3 months. Tourism, entertainment, hospitality businesses have been negatively impacted. In a country like Nigeria, no social functions, no parties in the last 3 months. And businesses related to that, of course, event planners, halls, decoration businesses, buying and selling of food, minerals and drinks, all of those businesses have been impacted. So that tells you the impact on the economy as a whole. And of course, when businesses are affected, their employees are affected. People have lost their jobs. Those who have not lost their job are not earning as much as they used to earn, because companies have had to reduce pay, some by 50%. Some have not even been able to pay, their staff the way they would have loved to. So these are drastic and major impacts of COVID-19 on the economy. So it has affected every family. It has affected, businesses. That is the summary of what I can say here.
Wow. That is very, very hard, sir. Very, very hard. One of the focus of this show is to not just talk about the challenges, but also talk about the solutions, to profile solutions to this, to give people an insight into what they can do practically to find solutions, to get solutions, to be able to get a new lease of life. That's the essence of this show. So, what do you think are the solutions to these different challenges that we are facing?
Yeah, okay. From the background of what those challenges are, then we need to think about what to do. Yeah, finances have been affected, so people either are not earning income or they have very little they are earning now compared to what it used to be. But the first tip I would say is health is wealth. Of course, we are talking about money, but it is only those who are alive and well, those who are not on their sick bed, who can think about money. Somebody who is sick doesn't even remember money, and those who are not alive can't even be talking about wealth and money. So the first tip is, let's do everything possible to keep our wealth. At least follow the tips, the basic tips given to us by the health authorities and so on, and so that we don't fall sick. The hand of God will protect us, but again, we need to do our part. Hand washing, using sanitizers, don't go out when you don't have to, and all of that. I think that's the first point, because it's better not to fall sick at all than to try and solve that problem. Number 2, finances are now tight. So I would advise everybody to create and use a budget. It is one thing to create a budget, it is another to use it. So sometimes we create it, we don't use it, but you create a budget and use it. Now, because you don't have as much, most people don't have as much as they used to have, they need to rethink their expenses. What is not important and critical may have to be removed. So use a budget, even if you've not been doing that before. But you see, this is basically what we all should do regarding our finances. 2, government has prepared some palliatives and support for individuals, for companies, and so on and so forth. Try and get information about what is available. For instance, if you are a small business owner and you have loans in the bank, a whole lot of these loans are being restructured. Under the authority of the CBN, giving authority to banks and other lenders to do that. So take advantage of whatever palliative opportunities are available that government is giving to people. I also think it is important at this time, when finances are tough and difficult, people can easily fall victim to scammers. I see a lot of mails and people have reported it. People will say, click on this link so that you can go and enjoy a particular thing that government is providing. They are scammers, so you need to be careful. The little you have, you don't want to lose that to scam again. Reduce debt or eliminate debt. If you have debt before, if it is possible to eliminate it, because we don't want to be paying a lot of interest at this time. That's another important thing to do. Have a reasonable cash buffer if it is possible, because cash is king at this time. When things are difficult, you need to conserve cash. And I will give this last tip, to say, take this opportunity to invest more, or invest for the first time if you have the opportunity. I know it may not be easy for everybody, but anybody who has surplus funds after keeping your emergency fund, this is the time to invest. For instance, in the capital market. The market is down now. The stocks are prices that you will never do. In the last 10 years, they have not been that low. So this is the time to make money. They position themselves when the opportunity is there, when the economy is down, when there is prices are down, and then they position. In a few years' time, things will come back to normal. Those prices will go up again, and they will have increased their wealth. So anybody who has the opportunity, this is the time to undertake some investment as well.
Wow, fantastic. As we were reading out these tips, one of the things that came to mind was that really struck me was health is wealth. And I've observed that a lot of people have not really needed this particular advice. You just go on the street and you see many people not wearing their face mask. Some people shaking themselves, even hugging themselves. They are not observing the social distancing. What would you want to say to those kind of people?
It's really a worrisome situation. I think we have been blessed as a country, Nigeria, for instance, because we have really not seen the impact of this like some other countries have seen it. Look at the death toll in a place like the US, where for so many weeks, death toll per day was crossing the 1,000 mark. The total number of deaths we have had in Nigeria is even lower than that. So possibly that is why people are taking it for granted. But if you've been close, you've come in close contact with those who have had it, and there are so many, even celebrities and top Nigerians, influential Nigerians who have come out to say this thing is real. I think that should be enough reason for everyone to be careful, to just be watchful and know that this is serious. Hopefully, the good thing about it is the death rate is not too high, and that's why possibly we have this leeway, and we just have a special grace in this country that the rate of infection, the rate of death has been quite low, and I think that's why people are taking it for granted. But that is not enough reason. This is a major health issue, and we need to take care.
Fantastic, sir. Lastly, sir, many Nigerians are small-scale business owners, and many of them had their sources of livelihood battered, and they're trying to pick up the pieces here and there. So, what advice do you have for this kind of thing, sir? To be able to overcome the effects of COVID-19 on their finances?
Honestly, it's tough, but the reality is that no matter how tough it is, there is always a way out. One thing I would say is that people should diversify their income base. The truth about challenges and problems like this is that every challenge comes with opportunities. So if you are careful and watchful enough, while the economy is going down in a couple of sectors, opportunities are coming up in some others. So if we don't allow ourselves to get so discouraged not to see those opportunities, look at people who make face masks. This period, I know people who are finding it difficult to meet the demand of face masks. Sanitizers are now being produced in Nigeria by Nigerians before we were importing them. So a whole lot of new businesses, new opportunities are coming through now because of COVID-19. So each of us should open our mind and look at where the opportunity is. Change will always come. Downturn will always come in the economy. There will always be low periods in the economy. But those challenges also at the same time create some opportunities which other people can take advantage of. So please keep yourself safe, keep your head and your mind so that you don't lose faith at this time. Then you will be in a position to see opportunities and take those additional opportunities coming into the market.
Wow. Thank you so much for coming on the show, sir. It's an absolute honor to have you. Thank you so much, sir, for coming on the show.
Yes,
yes,
it's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you so much. Bye for now, sir. Welcome back to the Benjamin Aduroja Show. Of course, you've had my guest and you've heard all that he said. It is definitely a trying and challenging times for every one of us. However, these times also have in them immense opportunities. Therefore, we need to be open-minded. Of course, COVID-19 has had an adverse effect on our finances. However, we just need to keep an open mind and then be on the lookout for new opportunities. The opportunities are tremendous. Be open-minded and keep your eyes on the horizon. Look out for new opportunities. Now, I would like to talk about cutting-edge partners. Cutting-edge partners, I am privileged to be the Managing Director and CEO of Cutting Edge Partners. Cutting Edge Partners is a financial advisory firm. Our vision is to create wealth and to provide jobs. Our vision is to create wealth and to provide jobs. When it comes to creating wealth, what we mean by that is we want to raise wealthy men and women who are forces of positive change in society. And then we leverage financial advice, we leverage financial planning, we leverage the raising of our clients' financial IQ and investment IQ, and we offer different services for our clients. Part of our services is financial planning. In these times, especially with respect to the COVID-19 the post-COVID-19 pandemic, post-COVID, we call it post-COVID-19 era. There's a need for you to have a plan in place. You need to start planning. You need to plan, have a financial plan in place. So we help you with the financial planning. We help you with financial advisory. We help you with retirement advisory and retirement planning, just to mention but a few. We help you with investment advisory. You need an advisor as part of your team in times like this. You cannot just keep making decisions and then losing money or losing money in investments. Allowing scammers, allowing some other people who don't mean well for you to trick you into making risky investments that at the end of the day you lose money. Cutting Edge Partners, we are there for you. To contact Cutting Edge Partners, simply send an email to info@cuttingedgepartners.com.ng info@cuttingedgepartners.com.ng, and our email address is info@cuttingedgepartners.com.ng, and our website is www.cuttingedgepartners.com.ng www.cuttingedgepartners.com.ng. In this last segment, I would like to give you a financial tip. Our financial tip for today is budgeting. Our guest, Mr. Aduroja Show, mentioned it during his presentation. He was talking about the need for budgeting in times like this. Because of the shortage of cash flow, we need to watch how we spend money in times like this. You cannot afford to spend money anyhow. Therefore, you need a budget. What is a budget? A budget is a spending plan. It is a plan of your estimated expenses and your estimated income. It is a plan that contains your estimated expenses and your estimated income. So what it does for you is that before the income comes in, you itemize what you are going to spend the income on, so that other things would not come in to take the cash or the money or the income in. So a budget is a tool for financial discipline. If you would like to leverage your resources in times like this, if you would like to maximize your financial resources in this era, in this post-COVID era, you need to leverage budgeting. You need to leverage and use, that is, create and use budgets. Not just creating it, but making use of it. In your household, your family, have a household budget, have a family budget. For your business, have a business budget. For your personal expenses, have a personal budget. This is very, very important, because things can just suddenly crop up. Unexpected and expenses that you didn't even bargain for. They can just crop up to siphon your income away. So you need to ensure that this does not happen. Another thing that happens is that when people don't have a budget, they keep spending money anyhow, and they wonder how the money filtered away. This reminds me of a young man I knew. He ended up, he did a job and he was paid in the hundreds of thousands. He was paid over 100,000. That was his first time of earning 100,000 naira. So you know what he did? Rather than creating a budget for how he would spend the 100,000 naira, guess what he did? He placed the 100,000 naira in his cabinet, in his bedroom, in his cabinet. So anytime he needs money, for example, I need 5,000 now, I need to subscribe for DSTV. You will go to the budget, go to the money, take 5,000 out of it, and then spend it. Oh, I need to treat the boys. I need to take the boys out. I need 10,000. You would go to the 100,000 naira, take the 10,000 naira, and then spend it. Then day after day, he kept spending the money. Then on a particular day, Oh, I need 20,000. It's very urgent. So he went back to where he kept the money. And do you know what happened? The money had disappeared. The money had disappeared, and he was wondering what happened to the money. When you have a budget, this will not happen. So a budget is a financial discipline tool. It is essential in this time and age. For you to create a budget, it's very simple. All you need to do is to go online. There are different budgeting tools, different budgeting templates online. Download one of them and start using it. Budgeting is very critical in such a time as this. Wow! I hope this edition of the show has been truly insightful for you. I hope you've been able to gain one or two things from the edition. Till I come your way next time, my name is Benjamin Aduroja, and I'm a financial advisor. See you next time, and bye.